All right, Shalom. Hey, first and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah HaKodash. Double honors due to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone. Peace, blessed Lord's elect out there. This is the brother Yeshaya, part of Men of Valor, South Carolina. All right, just making sure. Part of Men of Valor, South Carolina. This lesson right here is going to be a Motb update. Paralyzed woman reveals shocking effect of Elon Musk's Neuralink brain chip, chip. So, as we know, all roads are pointing to the Motb. This is the prophecy that you can find in the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter, starting at the 13th verse on down. All right, 16th verse to the last verse. Right, and this is prophetic because this is one of the most important prophecies that has yet to be fulfilled, to know that we're at the complete end. Now we know Jacob's trouble has to happen. All right, insurrection. We know all of that encompasses Jacob's trouble, but also the hour of temptation is gonna sneak up in there, which is gonna basically try the whole world. So this micro C-hip, all right, the Motb is going to be, fashioned and marketed as pretty much salvation, man. Okay? But it's the complete opposite, because we know from Revelation, the 14th chapter, if you take it, then you will have your turn in the lake of fire, okay, which is going to be Babylon the Great, all right, ignited with not only the concentrated fire and the power of the angels, but also the thermonuclear missiles, right? And the spirit of the Lord is going to be in that. So it's going to be total chaos, man. All right, total judgment. All right. Hey, Babylon the Great is an altar set up for the Lord. So anyway, reading this is paralyzed woman reveals shocking effect of Elon Musk's Neuralink brain chip. See here. A woman who has been fully paralyzed for the last 20 years has regained the ability to use a computer, marking a world first for Elon Musk's company Neuralink. Now, see, they're gonna this is part of their program. They're going to market this as some type of false miracle. All right, the lame can walk again, the blind can see, all because of this chip. Only thing you need to do is just put this in your brain, or put this in your right hand, or in your left hand, or in your calf, or in your butt cheek, wherever. All right. Hey, wherever it goes, you took it. Okay, me and the brothers was talking about this at camp. Hey, man, you can't play with the Lord and tempt the Lord and think that you're going to just take this micro C-hip and then eat, and then at the last minute be able to pluck it out. Okay, it doesn't work like that. All right, scriptures talk about a grievous sword that's going to fall upon the people that take this thing, man, because it does nothing but radiate, the C words, C answer, So it's a failed, it's already a failed, idea before it even, becomes mainstream. All right. Esau didn't take a lot of thought in this, but hey, the scriptures say that you be like madman, spare none, and also that he's moving quick because he know if they have but a short time. So they haven't, totally perfected this thing because it's not meant to be perfected. All right, the Lord set it up as a stumbling block, a great stumbling block, because a lot of people are going to fall for it. But anyway, thanks to Neuralink's revolutionary implant, Audrey Cruz revealed on X how she was able to write her name on a computer screen. And look who they get, the dregs of society, all right? You got the lip lip piercing, okay? White trash, man. Like trash. I tried writing my name for the first time in 20 years. I'm working on it, LOL. Cruz posted on X while showing the world's first attempt at a signature since 2005. Using the brain computer interface, BCI, the implant recipient chose a purple-colored, right, cursor pen to write the name Audrey on the screen in cursive script. The resident was severely injured in a car accident at the age of 16, damaging the C4 and C5 vertebrae in her neck and leaving her quadriplegic with no feeling in her arms and legs. Okay, and this is how they're gonna get people. Okay, the lame, the ones that have probably given up on the concept of a god or a power because of the situation that they're in, especially these heathen, because they don't have a power. Okay, they don't have Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to believe in, so they're just it is what it is with them, right? But they're gonna be used as an audience to bring in you Jake, okay? You Jake that are quadriplegics or whatever the Lord has has you to deal with, okay? As far as infirmities, and this is gonna be looked at as a miracle, and it is looked at as a miracle. All right, so let's go to the book, which brothers always bring. I like bringing this out too. This is one of my favorite ones to go to. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And that's what we're going through right now. The great falling away first started with the Grecian captivity, okay, the Hellenization period. All right, then ultimately cultivating or culminating to 70 A.D. And also, we have different stints of falling away, which is not falling away, but, can fall under that as far as, us being departed from the Lord and him putting us on, a timeout for the point of 350 years or whatnot, coming over here, dry bones, So, yeah, that all can tie into it. All right. And the son of perdition is being revealed, a.k.a., E. All right. And it's not talking about Judas Iscariot. Okay. When it talks about it, the Lord says, I've kept all except one so that the prophecy may be fulfilled, which is Judas Iscariot. That son of perdition in that moment. But anyway, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. So that's what they ultimately want to do with this brain hip. All right, he wants to be in the temple of the Most High. He wants to be inside of you so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, he wants to dictate thoughts. He wants to know your thoughts. He wants to know your whereabouts at all time. And ultimately, he wants to have the ability to, shut life off if he has to, which that micro hip does have cyanide and everything like that in it. So, it has a kill switch. So basically giving them the power of life and death. All right. And, the Elder Wamba said that basically they created a damn embryo or a baby using 3 different DNAs, man, over in the UK. So, hey, we're coming upon some crazy times, man. But nevertheless, reading on, the Neuralink procedure implanted a small quarter-sized device on Cruz's motor cortex this month, let her control a computer with her mind. So these are these false miracles, false signs, all right, where he is trying to assert himself as the Most High. Verse 5, remember ye not that when I was with you, I told you these things, and now ye know that withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And we know who that wicked is, man. Okay, the diabolical one himself. When you go to the book of Malachi, the 1st chapter, 4th verse. Verse 9, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all powers and signs and lying wonders. And this is what this is, a lying wonder. Making the blind to see, making the lame to walk. Okay, and this is going to get a lot of people. Look, she's writing her name, okay, with her mind. Look, drawing pictures. Come on, man. And this is the times that we're in right now, man. This is what this guy wants to do to you, man. This is part of their their enterprise. Okay. All right. He has favored our enterprise. It's written on the back of your dollar bill. What is Inclurius Surreptus? You know? Come on, man. These are the times that we're in for real. All right. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receiveth not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. So if you don't believe that the micro C hip is the Motb, you're gonna believe a lie and you're gonna take it, man. But nevertheless, it's still our duty, starting with the apostles and elders on down, to warn the people not to take this thing, because what this is it's an idol, okay? And the Lord just told us not to do it, man. Okay, so reading on in this, look, you can see this is Audrey Cruz right here. Paralyzed at 16. Look, she's writing her name using a purple colored pen on the computer screen. I wonder why they use purple, huh? The scarlet colored beast dressed in purple, right? Audrey Cruz wrote her name for the first time in 2005. Musk, the CEO of SpaceX and Tesla, also co-founded Neuralink in 2016 with a group of experts in the field of neuroscience, engineering, and robotics. And this is your leaders right now, man. They're putting technocrats in positions to be able to dictate laws and to switch things around, and basically, man, putting them as your rulers, man. And that's a scary thing, putting nerds to rule people. All right. And they only operate off of fantasy and technology and shit like that, man. So displaced from the real world. Their goal was to merge human intelligence with AI, treat brain disorders, and potentially enhance human ability in the future. See, putting himself, as he's the Most High. Okay, all right. Who's verse 9? Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all powers and signs and lying wonders. Okay, in the NLT, this man will come to do the work of Satan with counterfeit power and signs and miracles. And that's what that is, all right? This is counterfeit, okay? The Lord wanted this woman to be a paraplegic or whatnot. Hey, she wanted something else, man, okay? But yeah, this is definitely, this is not medical information, all right? So yeah, the first female Neuralink patient noted that the BCI won't give her the ability to walk again or regain any movement in her limbs, but she is hoping that breakthrough will allow her to write a book about her journey. All right, that's coming. Okay, they're gonna start doing it, and it's gonna get a lot of people on that burning bandwagon. Okay, just imagine having a bandwagon and it's on fire already, and people jumping into it. That's what people that adopt this science or are with it, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna allow them to take this idol within themselves, man. All right. So let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, and verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. And that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to sit in the congregation in the sides of the north. All right, we're all the way over here in the northern hemisphere. All right, hey, wherever Jerusalem is, we are people, before a place. So wherever Jerusalem is, that's where, the Lord is dwelling at. And right now, for the most part, the bulk of the Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are over here in North America, okay, aka Babylon the Great. Yet thou shalt be brought down to the Salakia. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to the hell, to the sides of the pit. Okay, so hey, he's gonna disappoint the craftiness of the wicked. Okay, what the scriptures say, disappoint him. What is that? The book of Job, chapter 5. Yeah, this is the book of Job, chapter 5 and verse 12. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. Okay, in the NLT, he frustrates the plans of schemers so the work of their hands will not succeed. He traps the wise in their own cleverness, so their cunning schemes are thwarted. I like that word, thwarted. So they are thwarted. So the Lord is not going to allow, all right, it says, will deceive the very elect if possible. So the Lord is not gonna let this let this idol basically you know basically trick the elect into taking it, man, because the elect already have been written the victory aforetime, all right, before the world even began, the ones that were given into Yahweh Shai's hands, right? So going back to Isaiah, the 14th chapter. He's gonna be he's gonna be brought down to the size of the pit, okay, representing slavery, a very low condition. All right. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. How is the image of the beast speaking? Through your legislative parties, okay, through your your horns, the horns of the lamb, okay, and they're gonna start soon speaking as a dragon, those draconian measures. All right, your Republican Democratic system, which goes back to the plebeians and the patricians, okay. This is Rome 2.0. This is Rome, reincarnated. All right. Deadly wound that was healed, which is, the revival of the Roman Empire, the Western Roman Empire on this side. All right. Verse 16, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here's wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So we've did lessons on Shaja stigma. Okay, starting with our apostles and elders on down. So hey, this mark is something that is to be implanted. All right, charagma, the root word charama, a stamp and printed mark. We go to cracks, and this is the delivery system, a pale or a stake, a palisade. Okay, so sharpened to a point. Okay, and then you go to the other root word, which is grapho. All right, to delineate letters on the tablet, to express in written letters, and that's going to be the information. Okay, that's going to be written on the micro C hip itself. So we have lessons, man, going through this, man. All right. All up to Shaja stigma, Shiest. That means to X out. Okay. Shy, Christ. That means to X out. Okay. To cut. So yeah, man. All right. Now let's go to the book of Deuteronomy, and just to show you, I like doing this in the in the Old Testament. Okay, the Old Covenant, the Old Promise, that, the law surrounded not even taking it, if you want to just go from a law standpoint on how, we shouldn't take it. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 23. If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto a husband, and a man find her in the city and lie with her, then ye shall bring them both out into the city, the gate of that city, and ye shall stone them with stones that they die. The damsel, because she cried not, being in the city, And the man, because he humbled his neighbor's wife, so thou shalt be put away evil from among you. All right. So there you go. All right. Hey, the thing is, what kept the damsel, because hey, the scripture say, I have espoused you to one husband. Okay. So we are betrothed, we are espoused to Yahushua. All right. And we are in the city. The gates of what city? Babylon the Great. Okay. So this, this man, all right, he is trying to put something in us to make us impure for when the bridegroom returns, or when the husband returns, aka Yahushua, which is that micro C here. So we are to what? Cry out. All right. And that's what we're doing by saying, no, this is not right. He's trying to do this. We're crying out to the Lord. But for those that's going to take it and it's not going to cry out, all right, he already going to get destroyed. It's already been written. But also those that take that MARK, right? And this is the last one. This is Exodus 21. Because like I said, this is an idol, all right? And it touches specific, aspects of the law, okay? And this is the oil, okay? When you bear this into your ear, that you're basically pledging allegiance to your master, okay? This master in this case is E. All right, so if you take that MARK, then you're pledging allegiance to him. Exodus 21:6, then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an oil, and he shall serve him forever. So there you go, forever. All right, so if you want to serve this man forever, you're going to do it, all right, but it's going to be in the lake of fire for however long the Lord has it to where it's burning. And you're going to know after death by pain that was messed up, and it's going to carry over to the kingdom, that you should listen to the Lord's prophets on not to take the Motb, all right, a.k.a. the Kragma. So, Lord willing, I was edified. We'll end it with that. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, HaKodash. Double honors due to the apostles, the bishops, the elders, the great millstone. Peace, blessings, and safety to the Lord's elect out there. Till next time, shalom.